We're here at Baker High School for a matchup between two undefeated teams, the Baker Buffaloes and the Dunham Tigers. Dunham's quarterback Elijah Haven, one of the best players in the country. The first semifinal session is just wrapping up. We're just entering the fourth rotation with Missouri and Oklahoma on top. But after it's all said and done, the top two performers will advance to the national championship on Saturday. Yeah, Jada, I mean, personally, I got to take the Texas Longhorns. They're going all the way. This is just such a talented roster. I mean, we've seen it, especially from the defense. They're #1 in scoring defense and total defense, and that offense isn't lacking either. Yeah, for me, it's got to be Daniel Dickinson. I mean, he was the #2 transfer for a reason. He already has 11 RBIs, and he bats a .333, so it's going to be exciting to see if he can take over that offense moving forward. Definitely. They went down 7-0 early, but it was senior Josh Williams with over 150 total yards and 2 touchdowns who set the tone for the rest of the game. The weather wasn't the only thing hot here at Alec Box today. The Tigers' bats were smoking too. After a series of quiet offensive outings from LSU as of late, there was no better time to regain their rhythm than in the rubber match with Tennessee. And leading the charge for the offense was freshman standout Derek Curio with a homer in the first, and it was all LSU from there.
Just the bounce back is what's needed in baseball, and I think we did a great job of that. Baseball's a game of failure. You're going to fail, you're going to succeed, and I think our guys know what it means to win and how to bounce back from losses.
The only 2 runs the Vols would score came in the first inning as freshman pitcher Kason Evans was finding his footing in his first career start. He quickly regained control, limiting one of the best offenses in the country to only 2 hits through the rest of the 5 innings he pitched.
Yeah, it was just I got to keep the ball down in the zone. That was it. There was a couple pitches I made mistakes on, and they got some hard hit balls, which led to the 2 runs in the first inning. So going back out there the next inning, I was like, I'm going to throw everything down because that's their weak spot.
Along with Curiel, Michael Braswell and Jake Brown were also big parts of LSU's offensive success, both of them with home runs on the night and Luis Hernandez with a double to close the game. And head coach Jay Johnson says it's the growth of his lineup that makes performances like these possible.
I thought we played in what I would call our best character, loose, free, confident, aggressive, with a good plan. That's part of it. You know, I know it's all wins and losses and results and this and that, but the fact that guys are improving gives us the opportunity to do that.
The run rule victory comes as a much-needed momentum boost for the Tigers because they've still got big SEC competition on the way. First is College Station, then Fayetteville, then finally a trip to South Carolina for a meetup with their old friend Paul Maneri, which will be a true test before the postseason. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Madelyn Frentress. Some were calling it the Super Bowl of gymnastics. #1 Oklahoma visited a sold-out PMAC to face #2 LSU. But the Tigers weren't worried about who they were up against tonight. Instead, they made this meet all about themselves. And with a tied score after the first 2 rotations and a season-high performance from Sierra Ballard on beam to lead the second half, no one, not even the Sooners, was going to stop them. LSU came out swinging on vault, earning its season-high score of 49.6. But Oklahoma dominated on bars, bringing their score right back up to match the Tigers.
We knew there was going to be an ebb and flow. We knew that it was going to go back and forth the entire meet, and we knew it was going to be tight. And so it just kind of fuels that competitiveness inside all of us, and it kind of makes you want it a little bit more.
Ballard's beam performance earned a 9.950, which gave the Tigers the push they needed. It was that momentum that set them up for another season-high performance on the floor with a 49.7.
But I think that after beam, we knew that we had a solid beam rotation. That's one of our best beam rotations we've had all year. But I think that going into floor, we really just wanted to hone in on finishing out the meet. I think that we really wanted to have a complete meet, and that was really what was in our mind.
Oklahoma may have been their toughest challenge yet, but head coach Jay Clark wanted the girls to focus on this meet as an opportunity to grow regardless of the final score.
I told them before the meet, I said this meet is not about another team. It's not about the hype train. But for me, it was about the personalities and the energy that each one of our kids had. We've got a diverse team in so many ways. Tonight was about us taking the next step and coalescing and getting all that to gel and continuing to get better as a team.
Even on Valentine's Day, the PMAC was packed with the 3rd largest crowd in program history, and their impact isn't lost on Coach Clark and the team. The challenge now is to perform like they did tonight on the road. LSU may have gotten the upper hand tonight, but for the first time, they will have to face the Sooners again in the SEC Championship. But if there's one thing tonight's performance proves, it's that the Tigers can hang with any competition. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Madelyn Frentress.